How often do you think about where those morning coffee beans came from? Or who made that ornament on your tree? Truth is, most people don't know much about the origin of the products they buy.
A lot of people in America don't realize that you can think globally while acting locally.
And most don't realize that every little purchase can make a big difference in someone's life. When you buy a fair trade product, you're supporting good working conditions and fair wages.
So it's really putting power in the hands of those that are making the products.
Fair trade is like farmers getting paid a fair and living wage, which is really cool because it ends the cycle of poverty.
Fair trade helps people in third world countries build sustainable businesses, where they can make a steady profit. For example, Ghanaian farmers own almost half of the Divine Chocolate Company, giving them a voice in the sale and distribution of their cocoa.
So often they're taken advantage of by a middleman or a big company and paid very little. Fair trade works directly with those artisans, pays them a fair price.
And getting a fair price for goods can lead to a better quality of living.
We have a lot of great stories about artisans and families with small businesses that have, been able to now send generations of children to school for years and really sort of lift whole communities out of poverty.
More than 60 years ago, Edna Ruth Byler started the fair trade movement. Byler sold needlepoint products out of her trunk to help the poor in Puerto Rico.
She expanded this idea of putting the power in the artisans' hands and just finding a market to tell their stories and show their products and get as much income back to them as possible.
All right, thanks so much. You have a great day.
Today, Byler's movement has grown into 10,000 villages, a retail chain with more than 70 stores, like this one in Bethesda.
Every purchase that you make over there is, artisans are already paid in advance for that product.
And there's really not much cost difference.
Recently, the fair trade movement has really taken off.
I think fair trade is very marketable. I think people like buying products they feel good about, and fair trade certainly is that perfect picture.
Last month, the student group Fair Trade UMD held a marketplace where vendors came to sell their goods.
Like coming here and buying a necklace that was made by women in Nicaragua, like you'd never guess that you'd be affecting someone's life like that. You're becoming more socially aware of what's happening in the world and the injustices like slave labor and child labor and things you'd never think still happen, like sweatshops. It still happens every day.
The group wants more fair trade options for students on campus. They also hope to spread awareness.
This was fair trade. These are fair trade. You want to be able to say that and you want to demand that.
And they hope more young people will embrace fair trade.
Here you have so many young minds, and they're so excited about changing the world, about doing things better than it has been done in the past.
It's such a dynamic idea that could be passed on and help change the world.